Disgusting.
We'll talk about it over at the hive.
Alright, so everybody's got gloves on?
The bees down. It makes it easier to work with. It gives them a job to do. Everything. So that's the problem. This hive has lost its queen, and it needs to make a new queen. To do that, we need to give them eggs. So to give them eggs, we're going to pull it out of this hive here, because as you can see, this is a much stronger hive.
Wow, look at all those. Be careful. Just look with your eyes.
So those are called hive beetles.
Okay.
The hive beetles are invasive to hives in Baltimore area.
Why are they buzzing so loud?
Because
Can I do it?
Smoke. So the smoke is kind of warning them that there's a fire going on. So when I hit them with smoke, they're immediately all talking to each other really quickly. They're all saying there's a fire nearby. So this is called a queen excluder. So up here in these two boxes is only honey, and that's why I'm digging through these two boxes to get to these two lower boxes, right? So in these two lower boxes, we will find honey, but we're also going to hopefully find a lot of eggs down here. Who lays the eggs?
The queen.
The queen, exactly. So the queen cannot fit through. Only the queen. Only one bee in the whole hive lays eggs. So the queen can't fit through this grate right here. She can only stay in these two bottom boxes, but that's good for us, because what do we not want in our honey?
Eggs.
Eggs, yeah. And so if the queen was allowed in those top two boxes, what would you have in your honey?
Eggs.
Yeah, and you probably don't want that, right?
Wow, look at that, guys.
See how many bees are on this frame?
How cool.
There's a very, very strong hive here.
Wow.
So what we're looking for right now is this is all honey actually on this side of the frame.
Wow, look at all that honey, guys.
What we're looking for on a frame out of this hive is some fresh eggs. We want eggs out of this hive to give to the other hive.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, he just did that like a pro. Did you see that?
Yes.
He is a pro.
See how many bees are on this one here?
Shake it.
How many do you guys think there are?
Shake it. 1,000.
1,000.
No, 100,000.
100,000. Okay, should we ask how many there are?
How many is it?
It's probably
Do we know?
upwards of 1,000 on this
Upwards
frame.
of 1,000. Okay, good guess.
So this is all honey on this frame here. And as you can see, it's all capped. And it's a very heavy frame. Anybody like to feel how heavy it is? Alright, so squeeze your hand together, but do not curl your fingers. Feel the weight of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a lot of honey. Yeah.
Is there a bee on my hat?
Oh, yeah, it is. A lot of honey.
So normally this frame only weighs like an ounce.
Oh.
So this is probably about 2 pounds of raw honey on this frame here.
Let's see. What happens if you do it?
I really hurt.
Can I do it?
Alright, go ahead.
I'll do it.
Nope, you don't have any bees on you.
Alright, so we're taking that frame away. That frame is going to go be harvested eventually. Alright, so this next one here, I can already see it has brood, which is kind of what we're looking for. You see all that capped portion doesn't look like a liquid?
Look at that. That looks a lot different, doesn't it?
It does. It's very different. It is not honey on this frame. This is brood on this frame. So everything here that's all capped off, that's all bees to be. They're going to be bees in the next couple of days.
Baby bees.
So I'm going to skip this frame and move on just because this frame has a lot of older eggs on it. I want brand new fresh eggs on the frame. And I want those specifically because that is what we need to turn into a queen for the other hive.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
What do bees come from?
Where do the bees come from?
Yeah.
The queen. Queen lays them in these cells, and then just like how a chicken has eggs, it's kind of the same thing. And then bees will make. That's all we're going to be doing right there.
Can you talk about how a queen becomes a queen?
Yeah, so there's larger cells, and I see one on here because they always have some emergency ones. They're called queen cells or supersedral cells, and they dot them around the hive. You can see this is full of brood on this one. They build these supersedral cells just in case they lose their queen for some reason, and they'll take the freshest eggs that they can find inside the hive, and they'll put those eggs inside the supersedral cell and basically feed it a form of steroids, sort of. It's called royal jelly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what that is.
And the royal jelly will turn a regular female egg into a queen bee.